Hello guys, as I was about to edit the following footage, Niantic surprised us with an unexpected event. Who would have thought that we would see an Equinox event? So, on 1 p.m. PDT of 22nd September to 1 p.m. PDT on 2nd October, we'll see double Stardust for catching and hatching overall. So that's very cool. So if you are feeling dry on Stardust, this is your opportunity to go in. And they have also mentioned that Chansey, Marip, Larvitar and more will be hatching from 2 kilometer eggs picked up during that period. So more chance to get those rare ones with good IVs. And special boxes will include lure modules, lucky eggs and super incubator which hatches eggs 1.5 times faster. At the moment I can only think of 10 kilometer eggs being the best candidate for hatching eggs using super incubator, since they'll hatch at 6.66 kilometers. And just a trivial addition that triple XP will be obtained for registering a new Pokédex entry. That means instead of 500 XP, you'll get 1500 XP for a Pokédex entry. Also, new EX Raid Pass waves have begun. So, along with Sprint stores in US, Starbucks gyms in US, then Unibel Redamco gyms in Europe, and Geo gyms in India are getting EX raid. But remember that EX raids are only in beta right now, so they will be released globally. So far only sponsored gyms are getting EX raids. The only exception to this is a couple of gyms in Chester, UK that are getting EX raids, probably because they had sponsored events in the past. Anyways, please make sure you make the most out of this Equinox event. So now you'll get motivation to walk around and catch some Pokemon, hatch some eggs instead of just driving around from one gym to another gym for raids. Pokemon Go is back to what it should be, right? So hopefully the weather stays better for me and I can make the most out of this event. The dog had to bark now. Alright, so let's talk about the popular question. A lot of people have the question whether they should evolve their 60% IV level 30 Larvitar or whether they should evolve their 90% IV level 20 Larvitar. I'd say go ahead and do as per your preference. But you are not here to listen to that answer, right? You are here to listen to my opinion, my thoughts. So, if I were in that position, I'd consider a few factors. The first one being how relevant its evolution is in the meta, how rare those candies are to come by for me. So for example, if you live in a desert biome, then you're more likely to find high CP, high IV geodudes and rhyhorns in the wild. So holding on to that level 28 rhyhorn at around 30% IVs may not be a good idea. However, if it's a rare one like a Jati or a Meta and it's highly relevant in the given meta, then I might evolve it. The reason is that taking a level 20 Pokemon to level 30 takes around 66,000 of Stardust and 66 candies. So while editing this footage, I realized that I did a poor job in explaining what I was supposed to say in the rest of this footage. So here's the deal, guys. So if you do end up evolving a low IV but high CP Pokemon into a Pokemon, say like Dragonite or Tyranitar, use it in the battles, but do not invest any Stardust whatsoever. That's just my suggestion though. If it has low IVs, I would not put any Stardust into it. I have also seen people talking about damage breakpoints and powering their attackers up to a certain level, but little do they know that damage breakpoints vary as per the opponent. So the damage breakpoints for a Tyranitar against Alakazam will be different than against Mewtwo. So just keep in mind, guys, there will be damage breakpoints variance as per the opponent. So only in case you are planning to use that attacker against one single defender or one single opponent, then only do care about damage breakpoints. So if you're never going to use that Pokemon against any other opponent, then you just try to power it up and level it up as much as you can. Level 30 is a safe baseline for evolving your Pokemon, because that is when the Stardust and candies cost goes up exponentially while the CP increases slowly. That is called as diminishing returns. Use and invest your Stardust wisely. But also note that a level 28 or level 30 evolution will save you a lot of Stardust and candies than powering up your level 20 to level 28. So what I mean is, it may not be a bad idea to evolve a level 30 Pokemon at 60%, 50% IVs. So it really boils down to how often do you see that base Pokemon in the wild, or how often do you hatch it, or how often do you see its evolution as the raid boss, and how many candies and stardust you have at the moment. So do consider that, and hopefully you'll take a wise decision.